Hello, welcome back to another speculation video. One of the things that I discussed in previous video was the trend of how a hot book cool off after the initial announcement, and then there's a resurgence of the price as the first trailer hits. That has come out to be true for books like Ms. Marvel 1 as well as Spider-Man 300. When the Venom movie was announced, big surge in the price of Spider-Man 300, just as Ms. Marvel movie, big surge, and then there's a cool off time. It's always a surge of demand, and then there's a cool off time for both books. I think Ms. Marvel cooled off significantly. I think it peaked at like 2,000, it dipped to barely 1,000, and then with image and pictures of the shooting of the movie surface, the book has, I think, bounced back to roughly 1,500, even maybe 1,700 for a 9.8 copy. And the same thing with Spider-Man 300 didn't cool off that much. It cooled off from like maybe 2,300 for 9.8 to maybe 1,800, but now it's back to 2,000. So that kind of trend is obvious. What is also obvious now is after the first movie, regardless of how big a character is, they're likely not gonna get a second boost. If there is any boost, it's more likely not related to any kind of movies. For example, Tale of Suspense 39. The rise of that book has more to do that it was very undervalued for decades. And regardless of what happened to Iron Man on the big screen, that book will maintain its value and caught up and stay up along with other major Silver Age keys. That being said, we saw what happened to this book as well as Rocket Raccoon, Hulk 271, first appearance in the comic books. Regardless of how big Guardian of the Galaxy 2 was, guess what? Is there a surge in the price of this book or Hulk 271? No. That was the first hint for me that a second wave may not come back for these kind of books, and it's already very obvious to this book, right? We all see how much this book rise, and then it cool off. At the time when it cooled off, I thought, I held on to this book because I said, oh, maybe during the second movie, when they launched the trailer for the second movie, sure, I figured there might be a reignition of this book. Guess what? No reignition. Okay, no reignition. And if it's going to be like that, that should provide a clear roadmap to many other books. So the lesson learned, okay, in this hobby, when it comes down to speculating and investing, it's a learning process for me as well. Was I wrong on this book? Absolutely. Will I be right on this book? Time will tell, right? Time will tell when Venom become a success and Venom 2 come out. If the book stay around 2,000, there's your answer as far as where this book is going. Okay, so I can't say enough about speculating. There is speculating, and then there is investing. Books that you purchase that can rise in value over time, regardless of the movies or TV shows, are the book to invest in. If you need a book to have hypes relate to movies and TV and this and that. The odds that it can sustain the trajectory is slim. At best, what you can hope for is it flatline. So whatever you buy, even if it's like flatline, dead money, not making money, at least it did go down. So when it comes down to this book, you buy it because you love it, you want it, but in the long run, I wouldn't call it an investment. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.